Hey everyone, how is it going on? My name is Akhtar. Today we are going to learn how to generate PDF file using PHP programming language. I will use mPDF library to do this. First of all, let me show you a quick demo. So this is the form. Let's put some information here. And click submit. After clicking submit, it will generate a PDF file and download the PDF file. So let's see. Here you go. We see the PDF file here, download it, and we see all the information we just put here. So this is what we're gonna build. So let's get started. Before that, please subscribe to my channel if you are new to the channel so that you can get all the updates. Now to run a PHP program, we need a server. So here I'm using XAMPP software that provide a server for running PHP program. So you do need a server. You can use XAMPP or any other software. Now let's create a folder here. Let's create our project. So the folder needs to be created inside the htdocs if you use XAMPP. So the htdocs folder is located in the XAMPP folder. Now let's create the project here on the htdocs folder. Let's name it create PDF. Now we can open it using a code editor. I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can use other code editor if you want. So let's open the folder which is inside localdisk C and then XAMPP and then htdocs and then create PDF. Now let's open a file here. Let's create a new file here and we can name it index.html or PHP. Here let's put the HTML5 boilerplate code and we can change the title to create PDF file. Now inside the body, let's create a div container, division container, and there we can put the form. So here the method will be post, as we are gonna send a post request. Now inside the form, let's put our field. So it will be text field. Sorry, it will be lowercase. So here let's put a name, full name, and then a placeholder. Enter your name. Now the second field, you can copy this field for every other field. So the second field can be email. So here the name will be email and type will be email. Then let's copy again, and in this case it will be phone number. Let's put a name, phone, and type will be telephone or tel in short. Now we need a field for the text message. So in this case it will be a text area, and in the name let's put message and a placeholder. Enter message. And yep, now we need a button to submit the form. So in this case it will be submit type, input type submit, and the value will be submit. Now let's check how it looks on the browser. We need to activate the XAMPP control panel first. So here we'll have to start Apache and MySQL server. It is already started here. Now let's go to the browser and type localhost. So it is showing the dashboard. That means the server is running fine. Now we can type our folder name here. So you know the folder name is create PDF. So you see the form here, but it's not looking very good. So we'll have to put some styling. Now we don't want to put lots of CSS because it's a PHP project. So we can use a bootstrap framework. So let's grab the bootstrap CDN. You can get it from here, from the official side of the bootstrap. Here we need this one, the latest version, and you will copy the HTML one. Now let's put it inside the head tag. There you go. Now let's close this. Let's put a title here, H1. Here the title will be enter details, or whatever you want you can put here. Now we'll have to use some bootstrap classes on the fields. So let's do that. Class. So it will be form control. It's a predefined bootstrap class. Control, form control, and also you can use some margin bottom. So let's use 2. Now we can copy this for other fields. For the input button, there will be a different class, bootstrap class, which is button and button primary. Now let's see how it looks so far in the browser. Let's refresh, and it's looking better, but what we can do is we can reduce the maximum width of the container. To do that, we can add our own CSS file. So let's create a CSS file here, style.css. Now let's integrate this here using link tag. Alright, now on the CSS file, let's target the class container, and let's put max width of 500 pixel and margin 0.2 to make it centered. Now let's also put some padding here, 50 pixel. Okay, now let's check again. Should be better now. Yes, looking much better. Now we can add a single validation for this form so that user needs to put text on the form and they cannot click submit without putting any text on it. So let's put a validation, HTML5 validation required. Let's copy and paste it for every field. So let's copy it for the second field, third field, and the last field. Alright, now the next step is to add the PHP code so that whenever somebody click on the submit button, a PDF file will be generated with the details on it. So let's create our PHP file here. Let's name it create pdf.php file, and now we'll have to put this file name in the action attribute of the form. So create pdf.php. Now if you go to the form and click submit without putting any text, it will show you, let's refresh it first and let's click submit. It will say please fill out this field. So let's fill out the fields. Akhtar, you can put whatever you want here. Akhtar@gmail.com, then the phone number and a test message. Let's click submit. So you see it triggers the file create pdf.php. Now we will have to grab the data on the create pdf.php file. So we can grab data using post array variable. So whenever I click on the submit button, and this data will be collected here. So we can use the post array variable, which is something like this. Now whenever we add PHP code, we'll have to start using PHP tag. So let's do it. And here we'll store the data in some variables. So first one is full name. So the variable name is full name. And here we'll grab the data using the post array variable. Here the array key will be full name, because we have put full name on the name attribute of the full name. So let's put full name here. Now let's copy this for other fields. So we have 4 fields. The second field is email. So let's change the variable name to email, and here the array key will be email. And the third one is phone number. So here the array key is phone. And the last one is message. So here the array key will be message. Yeah, let's make sure everything is okay. Yeah, all good. Now we'll have to check whether or not the form is submitted. Now we can do that using the set method or function. So let's put a name attribute here on the submit input button, submit button. Here the name attribute will be submit. Now we can use this submit on our set method. So let's use a if statement. Here we will use set, and inside the set we'll use the post array variable again, and here the array key will be as you know the name we just put submit. So whenever sorry about that, whenever the form is submitted, we will grab this data. So let's copy let's cut this and put into this if statement. Yeah, so whenever somebody click the form, we will grab this data. Now we can store all this data into a new variable. We will concatenate all this data into new variable called data. So first let's declare it without any text, then we will concatenate the title here. So we'll use dot and equal operator for that. So here the title, let's put your details, and you'll use h1 tag here, h1 HTML tag, your details. Then we'll concatenate all these variable. The first one will be full name. So data concatenate first name, full name, sorry. So we'll add a text here, full name, and then dot the variable full name, and we'll also use a break line using the HTML tag. Now let's copy this for other fields. So we'll have to copy 3 times, and here it will be email. The variable name will be changed to email, and then we have message, sorry, phone number. We have phone, and then the last one is message. Okay, now we can use a strong text so that it looks bold on the titles. So let's do it for every variable. Okay, now the last one, strong. Now let's output this data variable using the echo statement of PHP. So echo data. Now let's see it in the browser. So we'll have to put the data again here, akhtar@gmail.com, then phone number, any phone number here, and a test message, and then click submit. Yeah, we see all the data here, except there is a problem on the message. You see the phone number, so something is wrong here. You'll have to fix it. Yeah, on the message we used phone variable, which will be message. Okay, now it should work fine. Yeah, we see the message now. Alright, now the main part, we'll have to generate the PDF file with all these details. So for that we'll have to use a PHP library called mPDF. If you search on the Google using mPDF, you'll see a GitHub link. Let's click on the GitHub link. And if you scroll down, you'll see some instructions. You'll see something called Composer here. It's a PHP dependency manager. You can download it from internet if you don't have it. Just write Composer and click on the Get Composer and download for your own operating system. I have already downloaded it, so I don't need to download. Now what I will have to do is I'll have to follow the instruction. We need to use this line of command to download the mPDF library in our project. But before that, you will have to make sure the GD extension is enabled on your PHP configurations. To do that, you need to go to the PHP folder, and inside the PHP folder, you should see a file called php.ini. Just click edit and just search for the extension GD. You can search it like this. Just remove the semicolon from here. It will enable that extension. So this extension is required for that library. You may already have enabled it, so some of you may don't have it. That is why I have shown. Now let's get back to our folder, projects folder. Here let's open the terminal and let's put that lines of command and click enter. So it will download the latest version of the projects. Just give it latest version of the PDF library. So it is already downloaded. Now if you check the folder, you should see some new files here. So vendor is the main folder. Inside the vendor folder, there is a file called autoload PHP. We'll have to include this file on our createpdf.php file. So let's remove this echo statement and let's copy the require once function from here. So this is the line of code we need to include the autoload.php file. So let's put it here. So what this line does is it will allow of automatic insertion of class. So whenever you create an instance of class, the class will be automatically included in the file. Now we'll have to create an instance of the mPDF class. So let's copy this code. This will create a new instance of mPDF class. Let's put it here. Now we have the object mPDF. Now we can use the write HTML method, mPDF write HTML. and here we'll have to put our data variable where all the data is stored. Now lastly we'll have to use output method to download the file in PDF. So output, and here the first argument will be the file name. In this case I can put my file, my PDF file .pdf. Alright, and the second argument will be here you can put anything you want, just make sure you have PDF extension. And the second argument will be D, just D letter. It means download. Now let's have a look. So let's put some data here. Let's refresh it and let's put some data. And click submit. Alright, we see a PDF file here, but the break line is not working. Let's check the code. Yeah, I think I'll have to remove this slash. It does not work here. Sorry about that. Now let's save and check again. Click submit. Okay. Alright, now we see the break line is working. So finally we have created or generated our PDF file using PHP program. Now let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Also please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.